Hey guys, and welcome to this double sweat. Let me just preface this video by saying that these guys are definitely good players. Go check out their Xbox profiles. I don't know. But yeah, go have a look, follow them, maybe ask them to carry you in trials. They're going to thank me for this. Yeah, and anyway, let's get to the video. So basically the idea of this video is I'm going to be explaining my different plays, talking about how I move around the map and what my strategy is. Because in a 2v2, you take up half of the team, meaning you've got to be able to put half the team's score on the board if you want to win. I'm going to fast forward through the bits where nothing really happens. Granted, there isn't a lot of them. So without further ado, let's get into it. First thing is the start of the game. I am quite aggressive, which means that I like to push in because I'm a striker titan. I mean, your melee is really strong, but you got to be within range to use it. First thing to do, head to the center of the map. And you notice here that I don't actually get within eyeshot of them. I'm not going to pop out because I know he's running a sniper and he's going to be hard scoping that bit where I might pop out. So what I do, toss a lightning nade on the wall, I push in using my vertical space and land a quick little snipe body shot, which it forces him to push back even further. So we now control mid-map, which is an amazing play in terms of map control. Now Evans has pushed back from C point. He's being really aggressive but is forced to backpedal because I'm using my cover to my advantage. He's out in the open at this point. Now he sees that his teammate's been gunned down, meaning that I have the advantage here. He's alone. So I push in really aggressively because I know on that ramp he hasn't got any cover to work with. It means as soon as I pop around that corner, he's going to have to backpedal or flee. And he does, so I get a nice free kill with my auto rifle. As soon as I turn around, Guthix is here. He overshoots his landing with his Twilight Garrison and makes it so that I have enough time to put a lightning grenade behind him. So these guys have regrouped by respawning and are pushing B. Now they applied way too much pressure for us to stay in that spot, so me and Shakka both get out of there. We decided to employ a flanking strategy, so Shakka returns back to the centre map and I try and flank up from C side, meaning that I should, in theory, come up behind them and end up shooting them in the back. Sadly, it doesn't go to plan because Shakka ends up dying prematurely. Now here's an interesting solo play. Because I know it's now a 2v1 because Shakka's died, I've got to make sure that they can't push me as aggressively as they would like. So what I do is I push mid-map and use the centre hallway as sort of a choke point, whack a lightning grenade down there that forces them to back up. Now that they've both backed up, I post up with my sniper using the rounded Vex structure as cover. Now in my mind, I want to keep Evans off that revive, but Shakka ends up getting to him first. Now we push up to mid-map and see that Guthix is trying to push from A side alone. So what we do is I tell Shakka to stay on the mid-map on B, end up getting him weak so he tries to flee, but because I'm being so aggressive and pushing on him so hard, he makes a mistake and decides to turn back towards B point and run straight back into my stream of bullets. So at this point, Evans has gunned down Shakka, and he's alone. I know he's going to try and his best to keep me off that revive, so I just coax my sights round, sit looking for him. As soon as I find him and get a position on him, rotate round and get a snipe off him. Okay, that supercharges me, which means that when I get to see Guthix, I'm like, I'm gonna slam him. So I run straight at him and get a slam off. Luckily Shockwave saves me there because that could have been an amazing whiff. Now the reason that I just slammed Guthix is because I know that everyone in the game is using one-use supers, be it Striker Titan or Tether, meaning that there's never going to be any roaming supers for me to shut down with my slam. Now Guthix and Evans have regrouped in the centre map and are waiting for us. They know that as soon as we see them on their radar, we're going to be stupid and walk in front of their bullets. So Evans is already lining up the snipe for when I pop my stupid head out. Sadly, Shakka tries to take them on 2v1 and ends up losing. One of the worst things you can do in a sweat is be predictable, because it makes it just so much easier for your enemies to put you in situations where you're going to lose because they know exactly what you're going to do. And also another good tip is wait for your partner to respawn so that you can both respawn at the same time. This greatly increases your chance of you spawning together, which of course means you don't have to regroup. Now you see, at the moment I'm going around the map trying to pick up as much special ammo as possible in order to starve the other team of special ammo. Now Shakka had called out that Evans was pushing on him hard and forcing him back towards A. Sadly, Guthix was waiting for me and I got a bullet to the nose. Now from the post-mortem screen we can see the play that Guthix and Evans are making towards Shakka. They're both gonna collapse on him because he's alone. After picking up the last special crate, I now push to try and help Shakka. Shakka slams Evans and now the tides have turned on Guthix and it's a 2v1. So I decide to push on him from our initial spawn. Sadly, when I came around the corner, I met Guthix's shoulder. Now Guthix was going to push around to get Shakka from where he was before, but he turns around after seeing him on the radar. He lines up the snipe as Shakka pushes out, it's bullet to the nose. Now with Shakka down, I've respawned and I'm alone. I see Guthix coming into mid-map and get a snipe off on him. And then waiting because I see Evans on the radar. And I'm just waiting for him. He pops his tether, misses it deliberately to try and so that he can smoke me. I quickly, as the tether is attaching to me, I Twilight Garrison out of its range. So I'm getting within range of Evans. I put a couple shots into him with my auto rifle and then melee him with a striker type melee to kill him. If you ask me, that's a bit strong of a melee, but I end up coming out on top. Okay, if we freeze right here, we can see that I've got Evans and Guthix collapsing on me from two separate directions, meaning that in this situation, it's going to be a trade at best, unless I get out of there. But I'm stubborn, and I don't. So I spray Evans down, but he puts a smoke on me, meaning that I can't move when Guthix, who is just behind the wall, pops out and just thorns me down while I can't move. That was a nice play, if you ask me. Now this is a really aggressive play by me and try melting my auto rifle. Sadly, this thing's time to kill isn't the best. He ends up trading with me in what should have been, in my opinion, a kill. So here, me and Guthix get into just a simple one-on-one. Now Shakka's called out that Evans is on B point. I decide, you know what, I'm going to push in and try and assist Shakka in any way I can. Now if you see a striker titan running in head first without a shotgun, you know he's going to slam, it's a fact. So as soon as I see Guthix running in like a headless chicken, backpedal the hell away from him, so that when he slams, he only kills Shakka. Now, while this is all happening, Guthix is giving good call-outs to Evans, so Evans knows that I'm just chilling on Shakka's revs. So as soon as I see Evans on the radar and I pop my head out, he puts a bullet in it. Now, that leaves Shakka alone, so they can push in on him. Staying off the radar, I can land a snipe on Evans, who has no idea where we're coming from, push in quickly onto his orb, and see Guthix is in centre map, and then land a snipe on him. Nice team wipe, so now we have got control of B again. Now, the other team is making a cardinal mistake here. They keep coming at us alone, making it very easy for us to kill them. I am doing my very best at this point to keep them separated by killing them off one by one. If I can kill one, before the other one is available to respawn, then I can keep them separated. That slam was not used at the best opportunity. I, for one, only killed one of them and left myself really open to the other one for an easy kill. Pushing as a team is always a good choice. Here we can see we've got Guthix pushing from mid-map and Evans pushing from A side. Now, what I tell Shakka to do at this point is I say, let's focus on the one coming from the left, aka Evans, so that it's now a 2v1, because that makes it extremely easy for us to win. So, we push on Evans, and Evans uses tether. He misses, luckily, and I'm able to get a quick kill on him. Now we know that there's me and Shakka versus Guthix alone. Shakka manages to kill Guthix, but Evans has spawned remarkably close to us. But using my cover to my advantage, I am able to mow down Evans, always being sure to make sure I get the revives. We take mid-map again, and I notice that they're pushing from C. So I line my sights. I then, for some reason, push in. I put myself in a situation where Evans could have easily killed me. Luckily, Shakka lining up his snipe, and he takes out Evans before Evans is able to kill me. This is a prime example of why engaging people as a team is much better than engaging people alone. Now that we control mid-map again, we're able to keep them coming at us as we control the high ground. So, first Guthix. Now Shakka gets sniped in the head from mid-map by Evans. He calls out, so I know exactly where Evans is. He's down at the very bottom alleyway. So I'm positioning myself around the circular stones and lining up a snipe. So as he hops up, it's an easy pick. Again, we're trying to keep them separated, so I push in on Guthix because he's alone and slam him. Now by the time I get back to Shakka's res, Evans is on it, meaning that I've got to play this smart. So what I do is I toss a lightning grenade onto that choke point to stop him from pushing in any further. Now that lightning grenade's got a tick of damage on him, roll back onto Shakka's revive while hard scoping the doorway. So if he moves, I'm going to put a bullet in him and he's going to be dead because he's already quite low and hunters don't have that good recovery. Once I've got the revive, I try and push in on him, but I can see he's definitely hard scoping, and there's no point in just walking out into a hard scope choke point. I see and call out that Guthix is on the left, and say so me and Shakka can both put bullets into him. I then really aggressively push on Evans, but by the time I get to him, Guthix is already respawned, meaning that it's a 2v1 because Shakka's still up top. So what I do is I place a lightning grenade down in hopes that that will stop them from pursuing me. Luckily, Evans lands straight in it and takes enough damage that I'm able to clean him up with my auto rifle. As soon as I placed down that lightning grenade, I called out that they were both here, so Shakka pushed in from top to try and get the flank on them. Sadly, Guthix engaged him and got shoulder charged Shakka. Now it's a one-on-one, and I was able to outgun Guthix.
Got 30 seconds. Guardian down.
We don't talk about that wasted magazine.
Fight forever, Guardian!
You know you're doing well when Sax loses his shit. Guthix makes a final attempt to kill us, but sadly misses Shakka and ends up dying. All in all, I think that was a good sweat. There was good plays from both teams. A lot of the time, they were able to collapse on us from different angles and end up wiping us out. If you guys like this video and want to see more stuff like this, please drop a comment down below and give the video a like. I'm currently working on a guide to trials, so that'll be coming out in the near future. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.